After today's CrossFit class, someone walked over to me and asked me, hey, will I look like you if I keep coming to the training? I'm Timon. I have been coaching people in training and mindset for more than 10 years now. Elite athletes, from pro clubs to everyday humans who just wants to feel strong, free and inspired. For me, training or sport have always been just about becoming the fastest version of myself, the strongest, just the best athletic version of myself, not copying someone else like one-on-one, even if it's very inspiring. So when this guy asked me if he will become like me when he stays committed to the training, to the process and pushing also the workouts, I was not so sure what to think about this. In the first place, I was like wondering, oh man, I don't know. There's so many different variables which can happen. There's literally no way to give you an answer to this right now. Maybe his question was not that deep in the meaning. Of course, it was like this small inspiration. And this brought me actually into the thinking about one of my main topics of the intuitive training course, which I have got. That question really hit me because I know where it comes from. I was also in this position being an athlete, and I have these people I'm looking up to, which is like inspiration for me. When I was playing handball, for example, I also had my favorite player in the professional handball club from our town, THW Kiel, and I bought the jersey and have everything like this. And I really got this inspiration and motivation of seeing this guy being at the top level, performing well, being this athlete, this handball player. And I think this is very helpful to have these role models to get motivated in this way. But there's also the other side. So it's really an act of balance. How do you see your role models? How do you follow them? Because when I was in my bodybuilding phase, for example, I also remember this. We have been in this small bodybuilding hardcore gym. We saw on the screen always the old videos, the DVDs were played the whole day from the professional bodybuilders training there super hard, super big. And I trained for 1 year and I built a lot of muscle, like 10 kilograms, I think so, because before I was just playing football. So it was just more this skinny guy who was running a lot and playing football. So bodybuilding really changed my body in this way, of course, to be more muscular. This is the purpose of the sport. And by comparing me to these huge bodybuilders with the perfect genetics, using also some substances extra, because in professional bodybuilding, it's obvious normally. I also felt a little bit bad about my performance, kind of, which is kind of dumb if I look back afterwards, but this is how it goes. So I just want to give you this small example to be aware how to use your inspiration, your role models in a good way, not in a counterproductive way. So get inspired by these people which are ahead of you. Can be also someone who's super close, like me, for example, back in Siargao in the Philippines, when I was training with my friend Nico, and he was already more than 10 years into CrossFit. I saw this guy performing all the movements much better, much faster, with more weight than me. And I was just impressed and also motivated in this way because I saw like, this guy can do it. Shit, yeah, I can also do it. Or maybe I can't. But I got always closer and closer to him, kind of, to his level of performance, because literally I just improved. I just got better by myself. I don't even know if I got way closer to him. Probably kind of. It's also not the point to be exactly like him. It's just to see what's possible. And it's actually really, really good to have someone who's close to you and who is also not super far. If I compare myself, for example, with a professional athlete who's training already for 15 years or whatever, it's also a huge gap. And sometimes we even forget about this huge gap and we just think this guy is training this week for 4 times. I am also training this week for 4 times. Why I'm so far behind him? But there's so much in the long-term athletic development that you might overlook at this moment. So just keep calm. So get in touch with your idol, your role models, your mentor, your teacher, or whatever you see, how you see this person in which position. Learn from them. How do they train? What have they done before? What do they do around training maybe? Sometimes I get asked, what do you eat? How do you sleep? How many days a week you train? And yeah, it's at the end of the day, I would say I still do nothing crazy. It's just I'm very committed to training and I enjoy it. And this is also why I make good progress. And I'm also not like this high level professional athletes, but especially in this level, I go for some competitions. I'm in this normal CrossFit gyms, for example. I'm very often also one of the guys who's performing very well there, and this is already inspiring for people. So, and also this is how I see other people. If I see someone stronger around me, I'm motivated to also keep up. So comparing with someone else can be good or bad. Just don't tie yourself worth up for being not exactly like this person or that you don't become exactly like this person. You are just here to become the strongest, the best version of yourself. Yeah, you heard this already 1,000 times. It's always this phrase, but this is literally the truth. This is all you can do. You just can improve yourself always a bit more and more and more. And you might also get at this level where your idols or your role models are. But it's always the intention. Where does your view come from? How do you compare yourself with these people? How do you look to these people? So get inspired, find your own rhythm, your own lifestyle, and then just enjoy the process, participate as much as you can in this frame of these people to keep learning and keep getting better, and also get this energy and this lifestyle because it will definitely also benefit your performance and your process. So if you ever have been in the training center, CrossFit gym, whatever, in comparing yourself to someone else, think about this. It should fuel yourself. It should not frustrate yourself that you're not there yet. And if you want to find your way to train powerful, personal, and sustainable, then check out more videos on my channel.